We are live. Welcome back to the West Coast Draft Podcast.
Is it a little cold in here? Is it a little cold in here, Beau? Because it feels like the Dolphins are freezing already in September.
Man,
Oh,
it's early. No, it's cold in here because I'm sick right now, and I am struggling personally. You might be able to hear it in my voice. You'll definitely be able. I definitely a little nasally right now. You'll also just be able to hear it in the fact that I am just not feeling great about football in general right now. But that's a story for another day because Joe Burrow's out for the year, maybe, probably.
I believe he'll be back. He's tough.
He's tough. I mean, they're saying 3 months. Supposedly surgery scheduled for tomorrow morning. Swelling
I
goes
bet you
down.
he'll be back in two. He'll be back in two.
Better be. Better be. But I mean, I don't want him to force his way back. I think the goal is Browning, keep us in playoff positioning. We don't need to win the North. It happens. Stuff happens. We're probably not going to win the North without Burrow. It happens.
It's looking
keep
more
us in
wide.
position.
It's looking more wide open with the Steelers right now.
That's true. Just keep us in position. Keep us in position to make the playoffs. Burrow come back week 15 or 16, whenever you're feeling healthy, and then go ball out. If that happens, all of a sudden we're fine. All of a sudden we're cooking, and then it's not the end of the world anymore. But no way controlling for that right now because I don't see 3 months into the future. I can only see the past, and the past week has been a crappy week to be a Bengals fan. Even with the win, it would have been worse if we lost, but it is what it is, right? But before we get into the NFL talk, before we get into all of that, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for the Apple Cup. Seahawks get to play the Saints at home. That's pretty good news.
hey, prime letdown. I'm just kidding.
I mean, honestly, Rattler wasn't bad against the Niners. I'll say that. He was ballsy against the Niners. I'll say that. A very funny play happened last Sunday, which has kept me going. I mean, that kickoff play. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it plenty, but it was very funny. It's always fun that you're like the team you're watching, the team you're a fan of, is a team that has an oddity happen during a game. You don't get that too often,
right? I think there's been there was a stat. It was like this 5th or 6th touchdown like that in NFL history.
Yeah, like the other one I can remember is like that one the Jets got that one year. I forgot against what team. I think it was the Bills.
Oh gosh. Oh dude, it's awesome to be a part of a play like that on the positive side, but being on the opposite side of that, especially because it was a home game for the Steelers. Like, imagine how the Steelers fans in attendance were feeling.
Oh God, that had to be because I mean Steelers fans know ball. Yeah, I don't like the interest, but they know ball inside and out.
Yeah, they're better than Ravens.
They must have been tearing their hair out when that was happening live because they all knew.
Like, Caleb, get the ball.
Yeah, they must have been absolutely tearing their hair out, which is so sweet. It's funny seeing such like a consistently well coached and storied franchise do something like that.
I feel like the Steelers special teams has been funky for a few years now. Like, I follow some Steelers fans and they complain about their special teams a lot.
I mean, I saw the pitchforks come out for Tomlin in ways I haven't seen for quite some time. People said, let's just call it like it is. He wrote off of what's his name?
Big Ben.
Not Big Ben, the coach, the previous coach.
Cowher.
He wrote off Cowher's talent for one Super Bowl and hasn't done anything since.
I mean, they kind of got a point about that. I mean, he don't get me wrong. I think Tomlin's a great coach, and like I gained so much respect for him, especially after in-season Hard Knocks last year, because you just see the way he coaches versus the way that other AFC North Zach Taylor coach. And it's like night and day. But also, like, they're kind of right. He hasn't won a playoff game in 10 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's, I mean, you could argue that he kind of was riding off the coattails of Big Ben, though, because they haven't won a playoff game. Oh, they haven't even. No, they've been. Never mind. I was going to say they haven't even been to the playoffs since he retired, but that's not true. They've actually been most years. They just always get blown out in the wild card round.
Yeah, he's always a very low, very high floor coach.
Very high floor.
Honestly, a really good coach is always a high floor coach, right?
Oh, right.
A great coach is the one
there's
who
a
can put it
reason
together.
people joke about that the Steelers will eternally be 9-8 or 10-7. Like, you could take that as a roast all you want. I think people would like a higher ceiling than that, but I think getting you a coach that's going to keep you in position to consistently make the playoffs with some bad quarterback play, by the way.
Oh, awful.
I think I think most teams would be happy with that. Most fan bases would be happy with that. I think because it's Pittsburgh, though, the expectations are a lot higher.
Yep, absolutely.
One of the NFL's blue bloods, they are, much to my chagrin. But it's kind of nice to not hate the Steelers as much as teenage me hated the Steelers. I remember like 2014 to 2014, I'd say, to 2018. Beau, if I caught a Steelers fan, I mean, I wasn't gonna.
It was on site.
It was on site. No, I was the violent guy, but I did get a lot of Twitter fights though. But now it's like the Steelers are kind of just there, which is funny to think about how much I hated them like this time, like 10 years ago, and now I'm just like, yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
Now it's mostly the Ravens and Chiefs.
It's always the Niners for me. My feelings on that are very clear.
Yeah. Yes, that is very, very true. Oh, man. What else is going on in the NFL world before we get into some game recaps? I guess we'll talk about the Burrow injury later. Or we'll talk about it with the Bengals game, obviously. Oh, Jane Daniels? Jane Daniels is hurt. Actually, we should talk about quarterback injuries in general. Jane Daniels is hurt now, apparently. He might miss this week. Brock Purdy, I guess, is practicing, so he might be back a little earlier than expected. Oh, wait, can I just say something? How is it Brock Purdy gets turf toe and he might miss one game? Joe Burrow gets turf toe and he might miss 3 months.
Football gods, what have you done to us?
Dude, every single time Burrow gets hurt, it's never like he'll miss a game or two. It's like either like, oh, he's fine, he'll walk it off, or you're out 3 months. He does not suffer mid-tier injuries, it feels like. Other than the calf. I guess the calf was kind of like, oh yeah, he was fine after 3-4 weeks. But like even that, it was like, why must they do this to me? At least Jamar Chase. That's the thing too. I see so many people be like, "Oh, Bengals, revisionist history, should have drafted Sewell." Like, A, it's our guards that keep screwing up and getting Burrow hurt. It's not really our tackles. And B, we'd be really screwed right now if Jake Browning wasn't thrown to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. We'd be super duper screwed. Like, that's the only thing that's going to maybe keep us in it, is the fact that Jake Browning still is the best receiver tandem in football to work with. So.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah. No, it's unfortunate, man.
So. Yeah, but like I said, it could be worse. But anyways, I think we should get into the recaps. Let's see. Was there any big NFL news this week other than all the QB injuries? Because it felt like every team's quarterback is hurt right now. Oh, Justin Fields is hurt too, apparently.
Isn't Daniel Jones hurt too?
No, I don't think Daniel Jones.
Who's Carson Wentz starting for?
Oh, Vikings. Oh, JJ McCarthy. Yeah.
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I know it's the backup bowl in Minneapolis this weekend. Carson Wentz
Jeez.
versus Jake Browning. Let's go.
What an exciting time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um. Oh, and on the topic of backup quarterbacks, not that we'll talk about this later, but starting to see a lot of people say that Zach Wilson should be the Dolphins starter, which is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious to me.
Tua turned the ball over.
Oh man, that interception he threw to end tonight's game was rough.
I got home right when that happened.
It was bad, dude. Genuinely, just oh boy. Pray for a Dolphins fan if you know any. I'm just looking at all the teams and seeing if there's any storylines I'm forgetting. No, not particularly. I think we're ready to get into game recaps.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, so might as well start with the first one here, and the one that killed me. Cincinnati, Jacksonville.
Get into it. The floor is yours, my friend.
I don't even know what I want to talk about with this game. Sure, you know what? I'm going to start with the Jags because this is going to be a rant when it comes to the Bengals. And by the way, we won too. So, Trevor Lawrence is awful. Like, genuinely, he's terrible. Like, I know, like, the tool. I mean, you see the tools, and he'll have a throw in there every now and again. But the Bengals have played Trevor Lawrence 3 times now. They're 3-0 in those games, and they're 3-0 in those games. So, they keep winning. This is by far the worst Trevor Lawrence has looked. And I'm not watching a ton of Jags games, so it's like, I don't see Trevor Lawrence that often. He sucked in this game.
Yeah.
He was terrible. And this is against the Bengals defense, too, which I know is a little bit better than people expected, but it's still the Bengals defense. He was throwing ducks, dude. And honestly, he's lucky he didn't finish with... He only finished with 2 picks. He's lucky he didn't finish with 3. One of them went straight through Geno Stone's hands. He could have had 1, too. Like, he should have thrown 3 picks in the first half. And his second half was not much better. Just throwing behind guys. You see there was a clip of Liam Cohen getting all pissed at him because he had to throw a ball right into a receiver's chest, and he threw it high, so it bounced off the receiver's hand. So Cohen was on the sideline, like throwing it, like hand in the chest, and Lawrence like waved him off.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Like,
I think the people who are like, does he even love football? Kind of people kind of owe them apology.
Yeah, they're making some strong arguments there.
And Brian Thomas didn't help him out at all.
No, Brian apparently. Well, so Brian Thomas was apparently playing hurt, is what Cohen was saying in the press conference. So that's why he was like shying away from like contact, and you saw it like on the
then
drop
he had.
Yeah, on the no, like he didn't get hurt. Like he was hurt during practice this week, but they didn't put it on the injury report, which is illegal. Like even if you're full participant, if a player's getting treatment for something, there have to be on the injury report. But anyways, on the play that he had the drop, you could kind of see him like he was going up for it, and then he kind of alligator armed it because he was afraid of the contact. Then there was a couple plays like that where he could have made and then De'Ami Brown could have had what would have been a touchdown to put Jags up 10. He dropped it. De'Ami Brown actually had a pretty nice game in this one, I will say, but he also had a really, really tough drop for Jacksonville. That hurt him. Defensively, Jags pass rush, still good. Allen and Walker both.
I love Josh Allen.
Travis Hunter, I know a lot of people are getting on him about the PI at the end, but he had a solid game overall. Tyson Campbell had a rough. Higgins and Chase were taking turns beating him like a drum. It was tough for Mr. Campbell. But yeah, I mean overall, Jags. I think they've actually got a solid team talent wise, but Lawrence he needs to figure his crap out, man, because he is sucking right now. Cohen, I think, can coach, though. Cohen coached a good offense, for sure. and the Cincinnati Bengals. I can't believe that we're sitting here on September 18th, 2025. Cincinnati Bengals are 2-0, and I feel so hopeless and just defeated and just like, holy crap. How did we let this happen again? How is Joe Burrow hurt again? Like, yeah, I mean, we can get into the, Joe Burrow's he's injury prone, or Joe Burrow, they're killing him, is the next Andrew Luck. Like, we can get into all that stuff. And I don't even want to talk about that. I'm just like, I'm just so utterly defeated as an NFL fan. Both my college teams look pretty good. But as an NFL fan, I am genuinely so defeated right now because it's just like, it's not every year. Last year, he should have been freaking MVP. But this year, it's like, man, it's like we finally got a decent offense, or it felt like. We finally got a decent offensive line in front of him. The defense might take a step. We got Chase and Higgins healthy or healthy and practicing and under contract for a full training camp. We got Hendrickson in. Like, this genuinely felt like it was the all-in year. We start 2-0, and Joe Burrow's going to be out for 2 months. 3 months. Sorry. Got hopeful there for a second. 3 months. At least. Maybe the season. Sounds like it could be the season.
He's going to be back in 2 months.
I hope so, man. But it's just utterly defeating as an NFL fan to go through this again. Joe Burrow's played 6 seasons, and if he doesn't step back on the field later this year, he will be 3 for 6 as far as finishing seasons goes. And a lot of that's like, he might be injury prone. Yeah, there's an argument to be made for that. It feels like every time he suffers an injury, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to anybody ever. Like, he had the worst wrist injury a quarterback's ever suffered. He has the worst turf toe a quarterback's ever suffered. Like, yeah. There's an argument to be made for, the Bengals, like, just don't help him out. They don't put good offensive lines in front of him. And I think there's merit to that argument. I don't think it's necessarily 100% the case because, I mean, it's not like we never invest in the offensive line. Like, yeah, we suck at guards. Like, I don't get me. Dylan Fairchild looks like he's going to be good, but, like, you know, we bottom of the barrel scraped Lucas Patrick and Dalton Reisner for our right guard. Tackles, Orlando Brown's, you know, he's a good tackle, but he's not the best pass pro left tackle in the world. Let's be real. Marius Mims can be that, but we'll see. So they haven't. You could argue not enough, but they have invested resources on the offensive line. You could argue that the passing 50 times a game, drop back game, and, you know, not investing in the guards, that leads to injuries, and I think that's fair and a solid argument too. But I think at the end of the day, as a Cincinnati Bengals fan, I think God just doesn't want us to be happy. I think that's it. Because it's just like, no matter what, it's always going to be this way. It really does. It really does feel that way. Yeah, I don't know. Positives with this game. Jamar's back. I know everyone made a big deal about he sucked in week 1. He looked great today. I mean, 14 catches for 165 and a touch. Like, there we go. Welcome back, Jamar. T had a really nice touchdown as well. Receivers are back. They're making big plays. Again, the defense continues to get better, although now Cam Taylor-Britt is apparently hurt after he had his best game in like 2 years. DJ Turner's hurt after he had a really strong performance the past couple weeks. Shamar Stewart's going to be out a couple weeks, it sounds like. But again, I mean, those are, you know, they're non-IR injuries, so I'm not too worried about them. As long as we got Jake the Snake thrown to Jamar and T, we'll be fine. As long as Trey Hendrickson doesn't go down. Because oh boy, dude, Trey Hendrickson looks like a man possessed right now.
He wants that contract extension,
Oh
buddy.
yeah, he holy crap, dude, he's been insane so far this year. Which I mean, he basically rolling off the couch with 2 weeks of practice, and he looks this good. Like it's been pretty sweet. Look at your chat, boy. Oh, I'm looking at the chat. Don't worry.
Look at what? There's been no chat.
Yeah, there's nothing to get excited about. I'm kind of bored. I'm looking at the chat. Give me something. Oh, okay. Hi. Point being, though, there it is. Love it. 7th grade. Let's go. I don't know who that is, but where was I going with this? I got distracted. Being a Bengals fan sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Jake the Snake lead us to it's Zayden. Oh, I miss you too, I miss you too, Zayden. Yeah, geez. We need to get back. We need Burrow back, man. The vibes are so bad in Cincinnati. Like, not even Jake Browning is probably a top 10 backup in the league. Like, they could still win games with him, but like it immediately goes from 2-0. Like, oh man, like we got through the part of the year we always suck with. We could be a Super Bowl contender here. To all right, survive and hope Joe comes back.
Did you have a monkey's paw moment? Like, I hope
No,
the Bengals go 2-0.
I've texted everybody that I feel like the Bengals monkey paw curling here. Hey, you know what? Maybe I wish for the Bengals to win a Super Bowl, but it's the Jake Browning has this Kurt Warner season. I'd take that. I wouldn't complain about that. I'd take that. Jake Brown, and then trade him for like a first round.
Matt Castle. There you go.
Hell yeah, I'd take that. Only win the Super Bowl. Matt Castle didn't win the Super Bowl. He didn't even make the playoffs. That was crazy.
That's true.
You could go 11-5 and miss the playoffs back in the 2008 AFC. All right, I don't have any more thoughts on the.
I mean, I think you said everything that could be said there. I don't have much to add. God hates the Bengals fans. That's the only explanation.
Hey, at least we can now make the argument that I know we already talked about this on Tuesday pod. UW has as many starting quarterbacks now as Oregon does. Oh wait, Mariota's. Never mind. Mariota's starting for the Commanders this week. Dang it!
Oh.
Dang it, Daniels. All right. Giants Cowboys. You want to talk about this one where I rust my throat a little bit here?
It felt like it was freaking 5-6 years ago with that.
It does.
I mean, that was just I missed that from Russ. I feel like a lot of the coaches he's been with lately put some harnesses on him. My camera's off. Put some harnesses on him, if that makes any sense. You know, put some safety harnesses. They just didn't let him cook, as we used to say. Didn't let him rip it. You know. Oh, it was nice to see those deep balls again, man. It was nice, but they probably lose that game because of James Hudson having 4.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
That was pretty funny.
And then getting on a fight with Dable on the sideline too. Dude, you commit 4 penalties in a row and you have the nerve to fight your head coach.
I know. Crazy. Does the Deacon Jones ear slap? Does the Deacon Jones
it was like a.
Does
I was like, no way, dude.
False start, and then I think it was a personal foul after because he jumped on Sam Williams, and then another false start. That guy was ready to play.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll say this, Beau. He got his money's worth on those.
He did.
He got his money's worth.
He got a nice little.
He got his money worth on those 15. Like, hey, if you're gonna do a personal foul, get your money's worth.
Yeah, no. The personal foul. It's like a 15-yard on for a roughing the passer, for example, where you barely hit the quarterback and the ref throws the flag. Like that's so weak. Like if I knew going into a play I was gonna get roughing the passer, like this isn't me justifying head hunting, but I'd try to knock the crap out of
I mean,
him.
that's the James Harrison strategy, right?
Yeah.
If he's getting a flag, he's getting his money's worth on that one.
Mhm. You want to make him feel it. You want to make him think
It's
about
part
it
of the
next
game. It is
time.
part of the game. It
Yeah.
is part of the game.
Yeah. Hey, not injuring anybody. Never gonna justify an injury. We're not Bounty Gate supporters here. But a little shot to the rib.
I would say this: in our last varsity game, the opposing team was taking cheap shots on our kicker on kickoff, and after the second time, I was in my headset going, "Get a double team on number 9. Get a double team on number 9. Make it pay." So I was kind of, and like the guy next to me was like, because there's two of us up in the box, like, Are you putting bounties on guys?" I'm like, "No, I'm trying to protect the kicker."
Yeah. No. So James Hudson, you're the goat of New York this week. But hey, Brandon Aubrey is the
Oh
other
my
form
God.
of a goat for. Dude, he's insane, man. He might be the best kicker I've ever watched.
I mean, like Tucker had the accuracy, and then
Yeah,
as
Tucker.
he aged, he got the leg as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he has even bigger of a leg, and it's just spot on. Humble brag, humble brag. I picked them up before so many. I got him in fantasy. I secured the next Justin Tucker on the waivers, and I've been very happy about that.
Yes.
That
Absolutely.
was one of my best moves. And I've not been very good in the Dynasty League. But that was one of my few good moves.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that one. Hey, I'm 0-2 in Dynasty right now.
I'm
On
1-1.
by the way, back-to-back weeks as the highest scoring loser. It's the worst spot ever to be in. By the way, I hate being the highest scoring loser, dude. It's just like, man, literally, I didn't lose because of anything I did wrong. I lost because of the schedule. I lost because of the schedule.
All went to plan. It all went to plan. That's what I tried to do from the start, though.
You make the schedule? You make the schedule?
No.
You see them? I know it's randomly generated, but still, I'm like, dude, seriously? Highest scoring loser in back-to-back.
That's the worst. That is the absolute worst.
Yeah, because it's like least points in a win is genuinely like least points in a win is the escape with a victory. Yeah. Highest scoring loser is exactly what the Bengals did every single week last year.
Yep.
Worst, just the worst. Where it's like I didn't really do anything. Actually, you know what? It's worse than that because at least with the Bengals, it was like, oh, they lost because their defense sucks. With fantasy, it's like I just lost because the other guy's team had like 190 points out of nowhere. Like, how does this even happen? So I have to be due. I wonder where I'm at in like the league standing. While we talk here, I want to see where I'm at in the league standings as far as overall scoring goes because I feel like I got to be up there. Points for 217. Here we go. 291. I'm the second leading scorer in the entire league.
And you're 0-2.
I'm 0-2.
Really
Yay! I love fantasy. Just the best. All right. Hey, speaking of the best, how about Ben Johnson in the Chicago Bears and his glorious return to the Motor City?
That was awkward at the end of the game.
Oh, Ben. I know we already talked about this after last week's game, but I think we just need to accept the fact that Caleb Williams kind of sucks, and that's tough for Chicago fans. But he's not a good quarterback. Not right now. He could get there. I'm not writing him off.
I've been so down on Caleb ever since I read that huge article about him.
Right. I'm not saying we write him off permanently, but right now he's just not good. I think like you talked about last week, but like they're gonna see some Tyson Bagent season here maybe soon, and nothing would surprise me at this rate.
It is. It's ugly, man.
It really is. It really is. No, it's not good. It's not good. Rome looks good though.
Rome's had an awesome start of the season. He's been
really
great
has.
both days. Or
Yeah.
both games. He's been awesome.
Both
I'm
games.
so happy for him.
Yeah, which has been good.
Hopefully they can get him a quarterback.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I mean, obviously Caleb's the one throwing him the ball, so I have to give him some credit where credit's due. But yeah, ooh boy, Caleb's a lot like Trevor Lawrence actually, where it's just like you watch it, and it's like, you know, the tools are all there, but he's just not. He's not putting it together. I think Lawrence did put it together for a couple of years, but he's started to fall off a bit. Caleb, we never really seen him be a refined player. Even at USC, when he was like balling, he wasn't refined.
No, absolutely not.
He was just like, holy cow! Think about what you can do when this guy gets like with a real offensive coach. And obviously, last year he didn't have that, but he's got Ben Johnson now. What's the excuse? Caleb wants to do his thing, and Ben Johnson wants to do his thing, and they're just not meshing right now. As far as Detroit goes, that's the bounce back you need.
Absolutely.
I mean,
putting up 50 on the NFL team, man. I mean, that's all.
Yeah, putting up 50, and then you got to think too, like, dude, imagine how good that Packers defense actually is now that we've got a couple comparison points.
I do think that week one was in large part due to breaking out two brand new coordinators.
Oh, absolutely. That's part of it. But, man, now we've seen the Packers defense shut down the Lions and the Commanders and just, like, make them look like JV offenses. Like, holy cow, dude.
Hey, don't talk shit about JV around me.
All right, fine.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I know what you mean. But, yeah, no. The Lions' demise was greatly exaggerated. The Bears' demise, not exaggerated enough, honestly. We should have been sounding the alarms a little bit louder, honestly. They suck. They're really bad. Yeah, I don't really got anything else on that one.
I don't understand that handshake. That was just awkward. I don't know how there could be bad blood. Maybe that he ran up the score, but like, that's it. It's like, stop him.
Yeah, right. So of course the Bears have fallen to 0-2. Who's not 0-2 and is in fact the opposite, 2-0, is the LA Rams. And also almost the entire NFC West except for that team on your hat right there.
For now.
Hey, but it's okay. We'll get to that. No, they're not all going to go 17-0. Of course it's for now. But it's funny actually. There's 10 2-0 teams in the NFL right now, and 3 of them are in the NFC West.
I mean, I think the NFC West teams have. Well, 2 of the NFC West teams have played the Saints for one of their games.
True. And the other played the Titans.
Yeah. The Saints are playing 3 NFC West teams all in a row, and that's kind of fun.
When did they play the Rams? Hold on. There was one in 20. No, okay, never mind. It was 2023. They play. Oh no, they don't play the Rams. Okay, they don't play the Rams. So November. In 2023, the Bengals played all 4 NFC West teams.
Oh, I remember that.
Within 5 games of each other. So they played the Rams on Monday night. Then they played the Titans. Then they went to Arizona, hosted Seattle, got a bye, and then played at San Francisco. And they swept them. And they just swept them. That was with bum calf Burrow too.
Oh, that's right.
Burrow.
Yeah,
bum calf Burrow.
This game, the scoreboard betrays the actual score or
Titans
tightness of the game.
were hanging with them.
They
I
were
think.
Titans have hung with them both teams, both games. I mean, shout out
Uh-huh.
Cam Ward.
Yeah,
That
and these are
touchdown,
good. These are good teams and good defensive lines to go
yeah,
against.
man. But that touchdown throw was a horrible throw. The one totally across the field.
Oh yeah. Hey,
That's a very much a no yes play.
Yeah, I know. I will say though, I mean, that's what a lot of his Miami tape was. No, yes.
Yep.
A lot of
A
his
lot of his
Wazoo tape
Wazoo
was
tape.
no, yes. I didn't watch his Incarnate Word tape.
Me
So
neither. I'm not that big of a sticker.
But no, I mean, he is doing some crazy things. And considering, did you know actually there's the metric that what's his name, Ben Baldwin puts out, that's like ranking every pass protection unit. They have like a 5 win rate, pass block win rate on ESPN right now. Like a 5% pass block win rate. Like how is
I
that even
thought Brian
possible?
Callahan was supposed to be a good Bill Callahan was
Bill
supposed to be
Callahan,
a good
yeah.
O-line coach.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna hop off for just a second. You want to take the lead here?
Yeah. I got it. So I don't know what to think about the Rams just yet. Maybe I'm a hater. I don't think there's some world beater. I think they got coordinated a lot in the offseason. I mean, I think one of the biggest issues for this team is going to be health because you're dealing a lot with two of your best players are pretty damn old and pretty banged up over the years, especially Stafford, who died weeks ago, as everyone knows. So that gives me a lot of pause. I'm so curious about them. Yeah, finally that bum's gone. But I mean, they got the best coach in the game. You know, I won't lie to myself about that. Um, but like, I'm just I'm so confused by them. I want to be a hater. I want to be a hater. Just let me be a hater. But I think I might be getting proven wrong about this one. We'll see when it happens, though. We'll see when it happens. I believe it. I want to see them against some real opponents, right? I mean, who did they play week one again? Jeez. I don't think it was a very good team. Oh, okay, the Texans, but like, I think the Texans are huge frauds. I mean, their O line is just god awful. I'm really excited to see us match up against them. The first really big test for, I would say, for the Rams, it's probably going to be, let's take a look here. They got a big test this week. I'm really excited for this one. Rams Eagles. I mean, they're getting them right in time for the push to get heavily called against with how offsides they're consistently running it out in the neutral zone. So they might be on the benefiting end of that and like get bailed out by it, which will suck. But I won't be surprised if that's what ends up happening. But yeah, the Rams. I just keep waiting for it to fall apart, and I think that never happened. Unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going to happen. Not for a while, at least. I think they've done a good job. Just rebuilding and refilling. But once Stafford leaves, that's when they could probably have some issues. Am I still the goat, Bo? Because you're leaving me hanging. What's something I want to talk about? What's a topic that I'm interested in right now? I want to talk about the Seahawks stuff, but I'm going to save it for later. What do I want to talk about here? let's talk about the wing tee because I got to defend the wing tee this week. I got to defend a team that's both combination wing tee and flex bone. They're primarily flex bone, but I feel pretty good about what I have ready for the flex bone. I'm doing usually just a 3-4 Okie front, fours and zeros. But I'm doing a little bear front and just have my outside backers probably one by one the wing on the line. So kind of in a 6. I'm telling them 5 though. I simplify things a lot for them. Like our trip check is supposed to be quarter, half, but it's actually I'm just saying cover 3. So I simplify a lot of things for these guys. And for some reason, the alignment I have these last few days, I keep getting a free technique, which is driving me goddamn crazy. And I want to install a over front for the wing tee sets that they do, but the varsity DC likes to do a under front, and they're already bad at getting into the under front, so that's great. But we'll see. I mean, on Monday I installed a blitz and a coverage on the bus ride with a piece of paper, and they actually did really well on that. So it might have to be a Wednesday afternoon thing where I write it up on the whiteboard right before and they get into it correctly. But I have very low expectations for my D-line because they are just they're killing me. Like they're already undersized and then they're not even smart, which is just killing me. So I gotta find a good way to do it. I'm like drawing it up right now in the huddle, kind of enjoying it. Gosh, that's
We're back.
front for us.
We're back. Sorry, duty calls.
Nature calls. Yes. I think it held down the fort pretty big time.
No, I was listening. You're the GOAT as our lovely.
I was being like Bill Belichick talking about old school offenses that I never could. Yeah, they run. So like the thing is, they have a lot more formations at varsity, but I played in the flexbone system, and I know, I don't know, but I'm pretty certain that they are only going to run base formations and not pass in JV because they want to get their running game stuff down. So I'm not going to be worried about Trey, which is when you move the wing in flexbone, you move one of the wings to be a receiver on the other side. You kind of got a little passing look, and they had some fun plays out of that. But it's just hey, Ben Chiappi is back. Shout out Ben, friend of the pod. Hey Ben, sorry about last time because you just logged off right after you typed that, and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I know you guys were going through things." Nothing to be sorry about, buddy. We were just trying to pick up a little bit because we don't want to be going super long. We're working.
Yeah.
But welcome back to the pod. We do college on Tuesdays,
NFL
Thursday.
On Thursdays, that's right.
Okay,
in the regular
New England versus Miami. Ugh.
Oh man,
you lose to the Patriots in Miami. Ugh. Yeah, yikes.
Yeah, in September.
It's September. Yeah.
No. Yeah, in October, November, December, I didn't get it. It happens. In September, at a 10 a.m. West Coast, 1 p.m. East Coast time game, when you're wearing all white and they're wearing navy.
I don't know how that happens. Whoops.
What a bunch of bums they got in Miami. And obviously we know the future and we know they're now 0-3, but that's sad. That's pathetic. The schedule makers gave you a gift, Miami. Clearly the midweek the post week 1 players only meeting didn't help out enough.
You see that McDaniel kind of had you play to win the game speech.
Oh yeah.
Kind of one. But
I love when McDaniel first started. His press conferences were like funny, but they're smart. And now it's like, oh, we're all gonna die someday, and
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
clear to
or
me that his kind of thing has maybe gotten a little stale.
I think he's depressed, man. He literally. I mean, I know we joke. It sounds like I'm joking. He literally, like, just listening to him talk, he sounds depressed right now. He sounds like he is not having fun coaching Miami anymore.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. He does not sound like he's having fun.
No. Which, man, Tua Tagovailoa killed Mike McDaniel's love of football.
Yeah,
How could you, Tua? He's one of
that's
the
just they had Herbert.
Yeah. Oh, well, he wasn't there when they drafted Herbert. That was Flores.
Or who was I know, but still, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, imagine if he had Herbert. Oh, yeah. No, I hear you. Oh boy, dude, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle with Justin Herbert. Holy crap, dude. That'd be an insane offense.
Oh yeah, big time.
That'd be so insane. That'd be so fun to watch. But anyways, on the New England side of things, a little sus about your kicker. We'll say that. Missed 2 extra points. Again, this is sunny Miami in September. How are you missing 2 extra points, brother? Other than that, I don't know. Drake May played a pretty good game. Even Tua wasn't terrible in this game. He threw for 315, but you know, it's just the vibes in Miami are so bad right now. I want to look at their schedule here. What's the path? What's the path to not Miami being good, but like where's their first one? Oh, they play the Jets next week. Oh, they got 2 winnable games back to back here. Jets, Panthers, and then they get the Browns in a couple weeks too. Like okay. They're not dead yet. But I think Miami's whole thing is they got to start hot because we know they're going to end cold, literally and figuratively.
I think they already froze.
They're the opposite of the Bengals. They're the opposite. They're the anti-Bengals.
It's gonna end ugly there, man. I feel like McDaniel might be a sun that burns hot and bright and fast, right?
Yeah, he's entering supernova state here.
Nice, that was good.
Yeah. All right. Mac Jones versus Spencer Rattler, a game that everyone I know is excited for.
Spencer Rattler hung in there, man.
You know, Spencer Rattler's actually been okay. Like, he wasn't bad week 1 either. He's been fine. I mean, he hasn't been, like, amazing or anything, and obviously they're 0-2. He's been
never wrong, just barely. He's never wrong, just barely.
Doesn't mean they're not drafting a QB if they get the first pick. Although, I mean, Nussmeier, what quarterback's going to be worth that pick at this rate? It's probably still Nussmeier, especially with his dad being the OC, but... ain't Arch. He's not even coming out anymore. It's not Klubnik. It's not...
Sawyer Robertson.
Oh, dude. Wait, okay. The timeline where the Saints OC is Doug Nussmeier, and they draft a quarterback that's not Garrett Nussmeier.
Do you not believe in Tyler Shuck?
Assuming he's on the board. Like, say they get the 2nd overall pick and Garrett goes first. Okay, yeah, fine, whatever.
But if they pass, ooh.
They pass.
I would say this. I think there's a shot that, here's the thing. Spencer, I'm getting a little ahead of myself on our topics here, but I want to put it out here.
Yeah.
The Saints O-line's not playing well right now. Fuanga is banged up to hell. Just no one's playing great right now. Even Eric McCoy's the only one playing well. Seahawks pass rush has been crazy these first 2 weeks, even with 4. I wonder if, and I hate to see this happen because I actually do like Spencer Rattler. If Rattler gets hurt, Tyler Shuck coming out, that would be pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we'll see Tyler Shuck at all this year. What if they're like, no, we have Tyler Shuck ready and waiting. We're not drafting a quarterback this year. If they have like the top pick, we're gonna take Nussmeier. That'd be pretty brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The Saints will be interesting. Not in a good way. The rest of the season's going to be rough there, but they can't beat Mac Jones. That's rough. To Mac's credit, he looked good.
Never wrong, just early.
You know what? It's funny too. If you look back, and obviously I was browsing a lot of Jaguars pages after the game on Sunday. A lot of them were saying like, why didn't we trade Trevor and re-sign Mac? Like, I wasn't following them that closely last year, but it sounds like a lot of Jags fans thought Mac Jones was better for them than Trevor was. So maybe it was. Maybe Mac Jones was never the problem. Maybe it was Matt Patricia being the OC.
Joe Judge.
Joe Judge, yeah. And or no, they brought back what's his name? BC head coach now.
O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien, yeah. They brought back Bill O'Brien. He had his worst year under Bill O'Brien. Who, it's Bill O'Brien. I don't know. Maybe that's not a huge indictment for Mac Jones. But yeah, no, Mac was solid in this one. What was his QBR here? I didn't ever look at the box score. Yeah, here we go. Okay, 67.2 is pretty good. 113 rating, yeah. It's all good. Mac and cheese, McCorkle Jones. I love that his real name's McCorkle. I really wish him and Lad McConkey were brothers, so there could be a McCorkle out there in the world. McConkey.
I wish. I love that Mac Jones picture of him in high school with the cigar and that big fat belly.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
I don't really have a lot of other takeaways from this game, though.
No, it's hard to take much away when it's a battle of mid quarterbacks.
Right.
I mean, hey, Saints playing pretty well. It's kind of funny that Brandon Staley beat the DC.
Yeah. Bills Jets. The Renaissance lasted 1 week.
Sounds about right.
It usually does. Yeah, no, Justin Fields. Not just Justin Fields. The entire Jets offense just crashed and burned in this game. Jets pun there, by the way. Crashed and burned. There we go. I'm on fire right now. Bills dominated. It wasn't even close. Just literally just from the go. Josh Allen.
Honestly, kind of a bad look for the Steelers.
Oh, very bad luck for the Steelers. Very, very bad. Considering what the Bills defense, which I don't think anybody thinks is amazing, considering what they did to the the Jets versus what the Steelers did to the Jets. Oh boy, that Steelers defense got some question marks right now.
Mm-hmm.
And not like their offense didn't have plenty.
Oh yeah.
So, is this the year that Mike Tomlin doesn't go 9-8? Is this the first year he goes 8-9? He gets to play Jake Brown twice. God.
I think if it's any year for it to happen, it'll be this year. Defense is getting older. That expensive defense. And let's transition here.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. Even in his transition years, he goes 9-8. Or at least 8-8. Back when there was only 16 games.
No, I was going to try to do a segue. Let's transition here. I was going to transition.
Oh! I thought you said it's a transition year.
I wouldn't say that, but yeah, that was my transition.
Yeah. I know you're going to talk about the Seahawks a lot here, and take the floor for that, my friend. I just want to look at the Steelers real fast here.
Yeah,
their schedule. Yeah, ooh, it's tough. They do get the Dolphins.
Holy shit, this is brutal.
Yeah, they're lucky they get Jake Browning twice, because...
Wow. Yeah, this could be the year.
This really could be the year, because this is a tough schedule, especially that December. Or really, not December, November 30th on. Like, yeah, you get the Dolphins and Browns in there, but but 2 Ravens games, Lions, Bills.
You're gonna get beat to hell.
Oh yeah,
You have the Packers earlier. You have the
yeah. The
Chargers. Colts are no
Chargers.
slouch.
We'll see what the Bengals are with
Vikings.
Browning. Vikings, yeah.
Jeez. That's tough.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Anyways.
speaking of the Steelers, though, the most expensive defense in football, all the first round picks, they got manhandled. Those fancy, flashy items got manhandled by the Seahawks.
They're
Gray
allowing
Zabel-
31
Gray
points per game right
Zabel
now, too.
had an awesome game against Cam Hayward. He was up on Cam Hayward like all game, and I was really worried about that matchup, but Cam Hayward might be a little too gray in the beard now.
Yeah.
TJ Watt didn't do too much. Like, jeez, Seahawks. And, we had 105 rushing yards. I think the run game could have been even better. Charbonnet wasn't too great. But O-line was doing really good in the run game. Gray Zabel was awesome. Robbie Oots had the double pancake of Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen. Did you see that one?
I did not, no.
It was awesome. He just met him, and he met Peyton Wilson in the hole, knocked him back, and took Patrick Queen to the ground with him. Offense looked closer to what I wanted, which is good. It's taking steps in the right direction. More run game, more under center, more play action, which is good. Got more guys involved. Torrey Holton got his first touchdown. Got some Elijah Arroyo catches and AJ Barner's catches. Defense was awesome, though. Defense was fantastic. I mean, they got a bunch of sacks rushing forward almost all game. Byron Murphy had 2 sacks. Byron Murphy had an awesome game. He finally looked like the flip switch for him. Josh Jobe had the lowest passing rating against. Josh Jobe has been pretty damn good. And that was without Witherspoon or Emanwari. Seahawks defense looks legit. And then the big highlight of the day, of course, the Caleb Johnson kick return gaff. That was hilarious. That was really funny.
All-time gaff there. All-time gaff. That's going to be a Sports Center not top 10 for probably a couple months at least.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I really enjoyed that. I mean, it's always sweet beating the Steelers, especially at Acrisure Field.
Yeah.
That was sweet. I mean, it looked like, with the new identity we really want to forge. Darnold wasn't perfect. He was good, though. The 2 picks, the pick to Ramsey was not was an ill-advised throw. The 4th and 1 pick was just tough luck. That was just tough luck. Probably should have 3 picks. Darian Kendrick probably should have 2. He basically had a Jamal Adams moment in the ball right through him and just bonked it. But he looks like he's been a good pickup so far. I mean, he was playing hard. What else is there? Oh, yeah, Jason Myers missed an easy. Oh, that first half was awful. Awful first half. Should have beat them by more, honestly. Did not play our best. So, always good to get out of there. I mean, Big Ben, or not Big Ben. Ugh. Aaron Rodgers still got some juice, though, man. He can still sling it. He had an awesome sideline throw through traffic. It was really cool. I mean, there's still a little bit in there, man, but he just can't move like he could. He got crunched by Leonard Williams when he's trying to get out of the pocket once. He just can't move like he can, but he's still got the arm. But yeah, great win. 1-1. Love to see it.
Yeah, there you go. Came back. It was nice to see Kenneth Walker have a big game, too. Because I feel like a lot of people have been down on him recently.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the coaches, too. Yeah, that 3rd and 20 touchdown run, that little toss play. Gray Zabel was like 15 yards downfield blocking somebody, which is awesome. I love Gray Zabel. He's looking like the real deal. He's looking like a really real fixture on our O-line for years to come.
Shocker, right? I think everyone
he said something funny. He's like, yeah, all the NDSU linemen in the NFL have a group chat, and you share scouting reports about who we're going to face.
Yeah, hey. And then that's great until they play each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which there can't be that many now. I think about it. I think what's his face that was on
Cordell
Tennessee for
Volson
a
was the
while.
one. Volson told
Oh, Volson! I didn't even think about that. Oh man.
Volson told Gray Zabel about Cam Hayward.
Oh really? Oh, the
Yeah,
guy,
that's what he
his
was talking
dad.
about.
Cordell Volson told him about his dad.
Hey, Gray Zabel did better against Cam Hayward than Cordell Volson probably ever has.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Cordell Volson told him about his dad because Cam Hayward makes him his son every time they
Yeah,
play.
yeah. I think I don't think Cam Hayward's the same Cam Hayward anymore, man. He was looking old out there. He was getting pushed around by Gray. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
we'll see.
because
He did take all of camp off. Trust me, by the time they play Cincinnati in week 7, he'll be back to his old self.
that's right, he did have that contract stuff going on.
Yeah.
Oh, DK Metcalf had 2 catches for like 20 yards. That was pretty sweet.
Revenge game.
He punched Tariq Woolen. Bullshit.
Did he? Oh, I missed that. Oh, that's hilarious. I wish
he did have like a contested end zone catch, and he got it for a touchdown. But that's the only thing he did. It's like, where have you ever done that before? It's about freaking time, DK. Jesus.
Yeah, right.
You finally do it once. And then the other time they tried the same exact play for the Darian Kendrick pick, which is pretty sweet.
Uh-huh.
What is it with Seahawks versus Aaron Rodgers games with crazy special teams the last 2 years, man?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers at home against the Seahawks. His special teams will always have some sort of weird.
Well, it was the Seahawks special teams that sucked that day.
That's true. That's true. You're right.
But
weird
no,
special teams plays on one side.
It's always sweet to beat the Steelers. I'll say that.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of AFC North teams, though, unless do you have anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Speaking of AFC North teams, Cleveland visited Baltimore on their. They brought their best brought the best quarterback in Ravens history, Joe Flacco, Super Bowl MVP, elite quarterback, Joe Flacco. Brought him to Baltimore with them as the Ravens were celebrating their 30-year anniversary, stealing the Browns from Cleveland. The Browns were hanging in this game actually for a while. I know the final score makes it seem like a blowout, but they were hanging with them for a while here. Myles Garrett is insane, dude. He looks like he's like on another level the past 2 weeks. He's been so good for them. There's basically nothing else though positive in Cleveland. So everything else sucks. Joe Flacco was terrible in this game. Quinshon Judkins looked good in his debut, though, 61 yards. But yeah, Lamar did Lamar things. Derrick Henry has now fumbled in back-to-back weeks, so that's something to monitor. Is the king starting to fall off a little bit? Have to keep an eye on that.
We've been saying, how many years have we been saying that, Beau?
Yeah, that's true. Hey, but back-to-back weeks with fumbles is notable.
That is notable. Hey, you know who has never fumbled in his career?
Who's that?
Robbie Oots.
You know who's never fumbled in his career?
Who?
Shamar Stewart.
You know who actually has never fumbled in his career?
Who?
Jonah Coleman.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, never fumbled.
Wow, that's pretty sick. Actually.
I am setting up a bad. I'm setting up a bad jinx.
Knock on wood. Don't worry. I knocked on wood for you. I got a wood desk here. We're good.
You know who would love Jonah Coleman? I think Bill Belichick would have loved to draft Jonah Coleman. Not because of connections or anything, but just no fumbles.
Oh, yeah. Marvin Lewis loved his running backs that never fumbled, too, actually.
Mm-hmm. Jonah Coleman screams Marvin Lewis running back.
Yeah. Jeremy Hill's whole thing was he never fumbled, and then he wouldn't stop fumbling.
Then the one time.
Yeah, the one time. Oh, Jeremy. You were so good as a rookie. Actually, he fumbled a lot as a rookie. And then his second year, his yards per carry, plummeted. But he got a ton of touchdowns, and he never fumbled. So everyone thought he was good because he was still good in fantasy. And then the one time.
The one time.
Yeah, Baltimore's the Baltimore's gonna be fine. Browns still suck though. They're 0-2, which is all we love to see that. We love to see that. All right, Denver Indy.
That was a funny ending.
I love me some leverage. I was rooting for the Colts in this one, not only because I picked them, but I don't trust Daniel Jones to keep them competitive long term. So I'm like, oh, they're not going to be a wild card contender the way Denver will. Which that could bite me in the butt in a couple months. But anyways, we'll see. Point being, leverage. You know all about that one. You've heard that one before.
Oh, don't. The freaking Benson Mayoa. That
Right. Hey, literally this time in a week too. The Seahawks go to Arizona, so it's great timing.
On a Thursday night too.
On Thursday night. I thought the Benson Mayoa one was a Sunday night. What?
No, it was Thursday night. Oh shoot, you're right. It was Sunday night. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. It was the right call, honestly.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not that it's wrong. It's like wow, that sucks.
It's like, wow, they called. Yeah, wow, that sucked. That hey, you know who was pretty happy about it? The Colts owner on the side.
Oh yeah,
she rocks, man. I'd be doing that.
Oh it's yeah, like, with the headset
in the play sheet. It's hell yeah. If I was an owner, I'd be doing that shit. As long my stance was like, I'm not going to interfere or anything. I just want to know what's going on. And it's like,
oh yeah, get involved.
See, here's my ideal way. Here's my ideal way to do it. I want my headset hooked up in the suite. In the owner's suite, just like the press box has the headsets. I want to listen to the coaches in the suite.
Yeah,
but I mean that's awesome that she's doing that. I hope she doesn't meddle. She's chilling on the sideline listening to the play. That's cool. Hearing the coaches cuss each other out on the headsets.
Yeah, that would be pretty great.
I have been on the bad end of that a couple times already.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Shout out Danny Dimes, man. And is it time to say the Broncos are overrated?
Oh, wait. I don't know if it's time to say the Broncos are overrated, but hear me out here. It's a fun stat for you. Okay, right now, through 2 weeks, small sample size, but through 2 weeks, the Broncos have by far the best pass protection grades in the NFL. And Bo Nix has by far graded as the worst starting quarterback in the football.
I have seen those stats. Yeah, those are funny.
Oh no, Bo!
Bo Picks.
Is Bo Picks back? Is Bo Picks back? They have played. I mean, I don't know about the Titans, but the Colts defense is pretty good. Lou's got those dudes flying around.
Yeah,
especially in the secondary, which was always his bread and butter, was the secondary. So I'm not too surprised. But oh no, Bo. It's not great. Especially because they played the Titans last week. That's not great. What else? What else from this game? No, not much. Those are the main storylines. Danny Dimes revival. He just needed to be wearing 17 in royal blue again.
What is up with quarterback revivals? I mean, I think it might be showing our impatience with quarterbacks.
Yeah, actually, you know what's crazy? I was thinking about this the other day. If Daniel Jones truly is having a revival, Sam Darnold was drafted. So Daniel Jones was drafted a year after Sam Darnold, and Daniel Jones is having his revival a year after Sam Darnold. So maybe it's like I guess it'd be 7. Year 7, quarterbacks are figuring it out.
You know, I've been a Tom Brady hater for so long, but I think I've come around to the quarterback talent isn't there as much in the era because you're not teaching, especially in college, right? You're not teaching quarterbacks' minds the way you used to, right?
Yeah.
And then the field general is gone. And that's why it's taking these quarterbacks are having these late career revivals. I do think that might be, he might have a point there. I think he might be right about that.
Geno Smith was the OG though. Although he was beyond year 7. He was in year 9 when he finally appeared. No, he was in year 10, 2022.
Yeah, you're right.
It took a while.
And speaking of Geno Smith, oh dang it, nope.
Close. Close. But Carolina, Arizona almost blew it.
Yeah.
Almost. Dude,
They
it
had
was
no
27-9 with like a couple minutes left. And they barely and Carolina got the onside kick. I was like, oh my gosh, Arizona's gonna blow it. But no, Calais Campbell is still pretty good at football, even though he's 97 years old.
He's ageless, man. He's just ageless. I hate it.
Bryce Young. Hey, look at T-Mac. T-Mac back in the desert getting 100 yards.
T-Mac's been having a good first 2 games, man. Yeah,
he really
hasn't. So here, Leggett.
Yeah.
He's been pretty
They
bad.
dropped receivers in back-to-back years. At least one of them looks like he's going to be good. Which, I mean, anyone could have told you T-Mac.
Hey, we said it. We said it. We were like, all the talk of T-Mac being bad is weird to us. Just being that he's a baller. I think he probably did have kind of an attitude problem this year, or last year. Because, he got paid and probably didn't care as much. After they started sucking, he probably didn't care as much. That's probably true. I mean, it's hard. He's a college kid. That's going to happen, right? He's going to need to get ready for the draft. You can't blame too much for that. But he's just a baller.
Yep. Yeah. No, really, he is. He is.
He's the best big receiver since Mike Evans.
Oh yeah, definitely. At least that mold, that archetype. Because it was like what, Laquan Treadwell.
Yeah. Oh,
Mike Williams.
Traylon Burks.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mike Williams is pretty good.
I think they're a different archetype.
Yeah. Oh no, I know, but you said big receiver, so I think that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd have to think about more. There's probably some others that were rough. Can't think of any that ended up being T. Higgins. Oh, there you go. There's one that worked out, but he wasn't a first rounder.
Yeah, that's a good call.
But he wasn't a first rounder. DK Metcalf, but that's a very different archetype.
Yeah,
that's just alien.
A big receiver who can't play big, basically.
Yeah, that's fair. But runs like a small receiver.
Yeah.
He just plays like a small receiver.
Yeah.
Period.
He's born in the wrong body.
The good and the bad.
Yep.
All right. It's time to talk Super Bowl rematch.
Let's do it.
Philly, KC. At least KC kept it close this time, kind of. I mean, obviously, 3-point game. Yes, they kept it close, but they need a little bit of a late comeback to. That felt like Philadelphia was in control most of this one, honestly. See, the tush push might finally get illegalized because it's starting to hurt the Chiefs.
Well, no, it's not. That's true.
But
I would say. Well, I mean, it's coming because everyone's actually seeing that they're lining up way off sides.
Mm-hmm.
And good, because it is bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. And as much as I love seeing the Chiefs go down,
it's a pretty lame way to see it.
Right. However, the Chiefs are 0-2, and that makes me happy. So
it makes me very happy.
Chiefs have lost their last 3 games. Super Bowl, week 1, week 2.
I can't believe they're 0-2, man.
Yeah, it's great. And they won't be because they play the Giants this week. They won't be 0-3. But It's fun. It's fun. Taking off the hater cap here for a second, though, I agree. No, the way that Philadelphia has been running it and getting away with it's ridiculous. So they should start
It's about
hammering
time.
down on that more. And I'm glad that they're going to, but I am glad they're going to start hammering down on it more after they play the Chiefs. That's good. Thank you. Give them one more week to let it slide, and then start hammering for them. That was a good call. You know what else was a good call? Anything else on Philadelphia KC before I throw the segue in here?
No, do it.
No, what else was a good call? Drafting Michael Penix ahead of JJ McCarthy.
Ooh. Yeah, but it's like the thing about this game is like it's
Also,
like
I will say
the Falcon Penix's teammates do everything to hurt Michael Penix. Like especially
defensive line.
Offensive teammates.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
That throw to Drake London was insane. Across the body, sidearm, bullet, fumbles it. It's like, come on, guys. They don't let him do anything but hand it off. It's like Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson need to be fired so bad. They are going to hold him back. Maybe I'm just becoming a delusional super fan because it's Mike, but they're holding him back. They're holding him back so much.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I would agree with that, but Atlanta's defense looks good.
They do. Shout out Jeff Holbrook, man.
Yeah. Shout out Jeff Holbrook and his son for no reason.
You have to keep waiting.
Yeah. Hey, man, a lot of their draft picks are hitting already. Between Pierce and Walker look good. Watts and Bowman look good. Like, I don't think we graded their draft very highly, but they're hit. I mean, they didn't have a lot of picks. I think they had like 5 picks overall.
Yeah, they did not have because they traded them away.
That's right, but they're hitting. Hold on, let me see. Draft grades. What do we give Atlanta here? Atlanta, we gave you guys a B. Okay, B plus. Never mind. We didn't hate on you. It wasn't hater city yet, but. Yeah, no, they're all literally their top 4 picks are all like contributing meaningfully on defense right now, and like positively too. Which, wow, okay. I wish my team could get that kind of.
Their defensive line looks legit.
Yeah. Pierce
and your boy Jesse Bates still cooking.
Of course he is. I think he's only got 2 more years on his contract in Atlanta. Come home, Jesse.
Come home.
Jesse, come home. Jesse, come home. That's Mike Brown singing. Jesse, I screwed up. I was wrong. And the rest of the song, I don't know how it goes from there.
I was wrong.
Now you're gone. McCarthy got hurt in this game. He played like crap throughout it anyways, but he also got hurt in it, to be 100% fair. So we've seen 8 quarters of JJ McCarthy football, and he's looked good in one of them.
Yeah, he's
Hey, but he looks really good in that. Hey, he looks really good in that one.
In that fourth quarter, yeah.
Fourth quarter of the Bears.
You just gotta make him think it's the fourth quarter, and it'll be good.
If you make him think it's the fourth quarter of 2025 against Chicago Bears, he will be the MVP. Put a little VR headset on him in the middle of the game. He's not even seeing the actual game. He's just like following. Like he thinks he's in Soldier Field on Monday night in every single game. That's how you get him to win. Honestly, wait, hold up. You get a mocap. Somehow you get a mocap VR system built into his helmet, so that no matter like he's seeing the play go on around him, but he always thinks it's Monday Night Football in Chicago. No matter what team they're playing, no matter where they're playing, just like he always thinks it's Monday Night in Chicago. He would be an MVP.
You got to do an Inception operation.
Yeah. Or like a little like hypnosis thing going on or something.
Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I bet you their sports psychologists are working on that right now.
Oh yeah. Just get Joe Burrow to imagine he never has to play the Browns again. Or they never gets hurt again. Oh, there you go. Joe Burrow, you will never be injured. Sports psychologist convinced you.
Hey, have they tried it? I don't know if they've tried that yet. Get a hypnotist in there, man. What's the guy's? What's that famous like mentalist? Oz the mentalist.
Oh yeah.
Give him a go.
Ozzy the mentalist, yeah.
Maybe he can convince Joe Burrow that he won't get injured anymore.
Oh man, there you go. That's the next $1 billion business: convincing people they can't get injured.
See, we keep coming up with great ideas out here, man. We got it.
Up a building. Oh, I'll just talk to a mentalist. I'll be fine.
Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes.
There wasn't even like an awning or anything nearby.
Aim for the bush. Great movie.
Awesome movie.
Awesome movie. Alrighty. Moving on here. Tampa, Houston. Does CJ Stroud suck?
I'm starting to think so.
I mean, obviously, there was CJ sophomore slump. Like, fine, most quarterbacks have a sophomore slump. CJ Stroud just kind of might suck. Genuinely, he looks terrible.
I mean, his O-line is just god.
And that's fair.
It's peaked like 2016, 2017 Seahawks.
Yeah. And I love all the Tampa fans after the game were being like, "Oh man, did we let Nick Chubb score there? Of course you let him score. Come on, this isn't brain surgery. Of course you let him score." They're like, oh, and Brian or Todd Bowles all coy about it in the post game press conference. Like, yeah, what is he gonna say? Yeah, we did. No, you let him score, and it was the right move.
Time.
You let him score, and it was the right move. And also shout out little Nick Chubb there, the nice run there at the end. But yeah, no, of course you let him score. Duh, it's like the most obvious thing ever. And it worked, like I said, and it worked.
Shout out Baker for having 2 awesome drives to win it in a row.
Oh yeah. Back-to-back weeks too, and like against good defenses with Atlanta and Chicago.
They're getting pretty banged up.
They are, especially their offensive line. Wirfs is already out. Gadecki's going to be out for a while now. Like they're struggling on the O-line health-wise.
Man, Baker's awesome, man. I just love Baker.
Yeah. No, he's so likable now that he's out of Cleveland. He was likable in Cleveland too, for the most part, but now he's out of Cleveland, I can just root for him outright and not have to be like, but he's a Brown. No, I can just root for him outright now. I love that the Browns cast off Baker Mayfield for Massage Watson, and they're still paying the price for it.
You're so petty.
Oh yeah. Well, and you're the 1 year the Browns have made the playoffs since that trade. Baker and the Bucks won a playoff game, and they did. So it's like there's literally never been a year where Baker was worse off than the Browns were. Maybe 2022, because the Browns were like 6-11 in 2022, and Baker had to be part of like 2 different teams. So maybe 2022, but not since. Definitely not since. He's 2-0. Browns are 0-2. Love you, Bake. All right, last game here. Gino Crash.
Keno, as Seahawks fans like to call him sometimes.
Keno.
He
was terrible. He was terrible in this game, and unfortunately, Pete Carroll did not get his first one over on Jimmy Harbaugh.
You see that picture of Gino's face after that game?
No, I didn't. Hold on.
Or like after he threw his picks or whatever. It was pretty bad. He looked pretty bad. Oh, I'm trying to find it. I don't think I'm gonna find it, but yeah, that was a bad game. That's the Gino I know.
Yep.
3 picks, 3 not great picks.
Yeah. No, it's
And then Pete didn't really give Gino a glowing review.
no.
It was kind of weird, honestly.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, the Chargers didn't really play a great game either. Like a lot of their success came off of Gino's turnovers. Like their offense was not that great.
No, I mean Pete was scheming up the D for it.
Mm-hmm.
Pete wanted this game big time.
Uh-huh. All right. Monday Night Football. It's in the books. And that means we're on to week 3, where we already have a game. Miami going to Buffalo. Avoided having to go to Buffalo in December. Instead, lost anyways to them in September. Why does it feel like Buffalo Miami's been the Thursday night game, like week 3 Thursday night game for like a few years in a row now? Weren't they the week? No, they were the week 2 Thursday night game last year.
That's right.
But they were still early season Thursday night.
The classic Thursday night game always involves the Titans for me. Always.
Oh yeah, Titans Jags is the OG Thursday night game, like the Thursday night game.
Titans Jags, Titans Dolphins is a classic for me as well.
I know another great Thursday night atmosphere that unfortunately is gone was always early season Thursday night game in Oakland when they still have the baseball.
Oh yeah, yep. That's a classic. Cardinals Thursday night is always a classic.
Yeah,
right, I'm gonna be right back.
No, you're good. I'll talk about this game for a bit. So, Miami Buffalo. Oh man, I will got to give Miami credit here. They definitely hung in it for a while. Tua went a while without having to throw his first pick, I should say. So good on you for that, Tua. It took you a while, but you did come through in the biggest moment of the game. Miami's defense was keeping them in this one for quite some time. Especially what Buffalo's been able to do offensively the past couple weeks. I mean, I know they end up scoring 31, and it's a lot of points. Should win you most football games, and obviously in this case it did. At the same time, like this was like 14-14, 21-21. Like there were points during this game that Miami looked like they might be able to pull off an upset, or at least they just need to break through a little bit. And then they ran into the punter. It's 21-21. They get the ball back, force 3 and out, and then they run into the punter. Gives Buffalo 15 yards, new life. They go down and score. Miami's got some time. They got some time to try to get back in it, try to get a touchdown of their own. And then Tua throws one of the worst picks you'll see this year. Just totally telegraphed throw. Super easy jump for Terrell Bernard. Just jump in front of that pass, make the pick, run it back for a while. Sets up, obviously, a field goal to extend the lead for Buffalo even a little bit more. And, yeah, so Buffalo not in a good spot here. Not Buffalo. Miami not in a good spot at 0-3. Buffalo's in a great spot at 3-0. Two teams that a couple years ago were not far apart I think 2023, they played week 18 for the division title. And now it's 2025. Miami's 0-3, Buffalo's 3-0, and the vibes in both places could not be more different. Now Buffalo's a suspect 3-0 because they probably should have lost to Baltimore if not for Ravens' choke job, and then they should that Miami gave them some trouble in this one for sure. But they killed the Jets, and at the end of the day, 3-0 is 3-0. You have to respect that. So go on Buffalo for against the one. Home games, Thursday night home primetime games. Gotta win those. Those are the schedule makers giving you a gift. So take those. As far as Miami goes, we looked at their schedule a little bit earlier. I mean, they've got some cupcakes coming up, so they should be fine. I mean, looking at it again here, they should beat the Browns. They should beat the Jets, Panthers, Saints, Jets again. Like, there's winnable games here. I guess that second Jets game's in December, so that's not great, especially in New York. There are winnable games on the schedule, but not a lot. Not a lot. We might be looking at a 4-13, 4-13 Jets team here, or 4-13 Dolphins team here, I should say. Sorry, I think I said Jets a few times now. Like say they beat the Jets, beat the Panthers, which isn't a given. Beat the Browns, also not a given. Both those games are on the road. And the Saints. And I assume they lose every game in December, which, again, they could probably beat the Jake Browning Bengals, but they could also very easily lose that game. The path for the Dolphins to being a good football team is basically like a playoff team, I should say. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. You're probably looking at 5-12, 4-13 in Miami this year, which that introduces a lot of very difficult conversations about where to go from there. And I don't particularly think Mike McDaniel will be a part of those conversations, nor do I think Chris Greer will either. Miami's in a lot of trouble, I think, overall, just as an organization, based on the way they've set themselves up. Got the fan off. Nice. Hopefully you can still hear me. I always knew that fan was coming from him. I always knew it. But yeah, we'll see. I don't have a ton of faith that obviously I don't have a ton of faith that Miami's going to be any good, but I don't know if, how would I phrase this? They're not going to be good for a while. And I think the main reason is that I don't think they pretty much have a perfect pairing of head coach, quarterback, and receiver like talent. And it just does not work right now. Large part of that's the defense, and then how they're built in the trenches. They are terrible in the trenches on offense and defense. So it's not all the QB and receivers' fault, but Tua just, Mike McDaniel's gotten everything he can get out of Tua.
Sorry for being gone so long. Jeez.
Oh no, you're good. I was just ranting about the Dolphins. Lots of rant about there.
Oh yeah.
They're in trouble. They're
in big trouble, man. I mean, he ran Vic Fangio out of town. I mean, that was just problem numero.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it might. It's. I think that coaching style works for a while, and it just doesn't. I think you need to be a little hard sometimes, and I don't know if Mike McDaniel's the guy to do it. He's fun. He's awesome. I love him, but I think that style works a lot more when you want to win than you're losing.
Alrighty.
Shall we get to the picks?
Let's do it. Green Bay, Cleveland. So you won last week.
Nice.
You won 2 weeks in a row.
Let's go.
So you got 2
weeks. I started last night, I believe.
That's right. You did. So that makes me starting for tonight. Green Bay, Cleveland. So, who do I want to project as far as a win? Or sorry, as far as how to win. Should I just take the easy road? Green Bay show up. No, I'll take the hard road with Cleveland. I'll mix it up. I'll see my Cleveland Brownies. Just kidding. I'll never beat my Cleveland Brownies. I hate them. See the Cleveland Brownies give the Packers some trouble here. How that's gonna happen, I don't know. Force Jordan Love to throw some picks. That's it. That's the only thing. The only way you're gonna, because their defense is gonna kill you, dude. The only way that you're gonna cause problems for this Packers team, especially since they're down Tucker Kraft, which is a good safety blanket for supposedly down Tucker Kraft, which has been one of the primary safety blankets for Jordan Love early in the season. The way you're going to beat them is force turnovers, which I don't know how they're doing. I know they didn't force a turnover against Cincinnati. I have no idea how they did. I know they had the forced fumble on Henry. in Baltimore, but I don't know if they made Lamar throw any picks off the top of my head. Either way, point being, the only way the Browns are even somewhat competitive in this one is if the defense is flying around. Roster. What am I looking for? Stats. Here we go. Myles Garrett takes Rasheed Walker to takes him to town. Lamar. Yep, no picks. Okay, yeah. And then the path is there at that point to maybe pull an upset because you're getting some short fields, and when you get a short field, you doesn't get quite as hard to score a touchdown. So that's the path. What about Green Bay? How's Green Bay going to win this one?
Total domination, right? I think you got what's the number one threat on the Browns? It's Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett.
So give whoever's blocking him a whole lot of help, and you'll win. That's the one thing you gotta worry about is Myles Garrett. Give him help, and you'll win. If you let him take over the game, it's gonna be competitive. This is the NFL, right? You can't just knock them off, even though we probably think the Packers are the best team in the NFL right now. Anything can happen. So block Myles Garrett and take the Browns seriously.
I'm picking Green Bay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pick Green Bay as well. I made the mistake of thinking that the Browns would cover last week, and I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, and that was a division game. Division games are supposed to be tight.
Yeah, and they still whooped them.
Yeah. All right, Indy, Tennessee. You get to make a call here.
I'll take Tennessee.
All right, go ahead.
Let Cam Ward cook like he has been. Be fearless, protect them as well as you can. You're up against another good defense. But I mean, you faced two really good defenses back to back already. And Cam Ward's hung in there. So help him continue to build his confidence. Let Jeffrey Simmons loose on Matt Stafford. That's an O-line that's hurting right now. Get him on his back. Huh? Oh, I mean, crap. I was thinking damn it. Okay.
Daniel Jones.
Okay. Here's my game plan now. Confuse Daniel Jones. Confuse him. Make his mind have to work. I think under pressure he's really bad. And not just like under pressure of sacks, but like under pressure of having to think on the fly.
If there's one thing, I've been changing the banners. If there's one thing that Lou Anarumo is good at, it's confusing coverages, which it can often confuse your own DBs. But they are the bread and butter of confusing opposing quarterbacks. And Cam Ward, a QB that's already, prone to doing some, oh my goodness, what are you doing type throws. The path is there. So I think the defensively, the Colts just gotta, do what Lou Anarumo does best. Just try to, present Cam Ward with something and then give him something. Just keep the confusion going, keep the disguises going, and make it so you can't get comfortable offensively, and then defensively. Or sorry, that's how you win defensively. Offensively for the Colts, just keep playing your game. Tennessee's defense has been okay to start the season. Pass rush has been spotty, though. So Daniel Jones should have some time in this game. So just make it work. Make it work, Daniel. This one's tough because Tennessee does tend to play the Colts tight, especially in Tennessee. 3.5's not a ton. But you know what? Maybe it's a little bit of a stunner. I think Titans covering this one.
I'm going to go with Indy. I'm believing in them right now. They're flying high.
Yeah. Probably a good call. All right. Viking Bengals. Here we go. The Jake Browning revenge game again. I'm obviously going to go with the Bengals here as far as my talking point goes. Brian Flores is a tough nut to crack. However, it's not impossible. especially when you have two of the best receivers in the NFL helping you out. However, you are going to need to get the ball out fast in this one. They're going to probably dominate up front. They will. Their pass rush, especially in the interior, isn't fantastic. But Bernard and Van Ginkel have been giving tackles trouble all year. So count for that. Prepare for that. But Hargrave and Allen haven't done much on the interior. So hopefully your guards and Karras will be fine. Get the ball out fast. Get it to your studs out in space. And hopefully Jamar Chase can do some crazy stuff. That's going to be the hope. The good thing about that is that's typically what the Jake Browning offense is every time he enters. It's get the ball to Jamar Chase quickly and hope he does some crazy stuff. And it typically works. So that's the path.
This is... I mean, I think you got to go ground heavy here. I don't trust Wentz. Wentz is not good. Wentz is not good, hasn't been good for a while. Confuse the hell out of Jake Browning. You're facing the most confusing defense in the world. High school, college, NFL. It's the defense that has the highest sum of... I mean, like, if you look at that defense on face value, just on paper, it should not be good. It is incredible how big the sum of all those parts is. It's incredible how much it gets out of a lot of bums, honestly. So do the best you can. I mean, shorten the length of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Have something cooked up on defense. It's probably to be a lot of bracketing, honestly. Probably a lot of bracketing, which is different from his funky zone looks. So that'll be interesting. I'm really curious to see how Florida's going to play this one. Shorten the pace of the game, keep it on the ground, but don't be afraid. And then play action with your weapons, right? You got JJ. Let him loose.
Yep.
So that counts as perimeter screen skill.
Yeah, maybe Bengals DBs come up and tackle, which their corners aren't great at. Safeties are getting okay at that. Geno Stone's been better at the start of the year. Jordan Battle's already good at that, but
man, I wish it was Joe Burrow versus Vores so bad. That would be so fun to watch.
Yeah, no, still not a shot there, unfortunately. I mean, it's tradition at this point. I pick against the Bengals and pick them, so I'm not going to stop that now that Jake Browning's the quarterback.
I'm taking the Bengals.
Ah, there we go. Look at that. We already got two differences on the week after like two total differences last week. Very nice. All right, Pats, Steelers. Who you want to start with?
I'm going to take the Steelers since I'm more familiar with them right now.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Fix the defense. 300 yards or almost 400 yards 2 weeks in a row, giving up 30 2 weeks in a row. That can't happen again. That cannot happen again. But I mean, you need to expect more from your studs. Patrick Queen, TJ Watt, and Cam Hayward. They need to do more. I think it got a little vanilla. I think they're in a lot of just kind of boring 3-4. So mix it up a bit, right? You're going up against a young quarterback. On offense, you need more rhythm. You can't rely on an old Aaron Rodgers to win it. Jalen Warren was definitely their best player last week, so feed him more. Even if you're down, just feed him. Wear him out.
Yeah. I think those... I pretty much agree with everything that you said there. For New England here, Drake May is playing good ball to start the season. Not perfect, obviously, but he's playing good ball to start the season. Steelers defense is not the same challenge right now that he already encountered with the Raiders defense they played a few weeks ago. Now, and obviously they lost that game, but I thought he played decently well in it. So for for Drake May, be prepared. Your offensive line is still not the best in the world, but just be prepared for the Steelers pass rush with Hayward and Watt. They're not what they once were by the looks of the first 2 weeks of the season. But stay prepared for it. This secondary, you can move on the secondary. Mary Slay especially has not looked good at the start of the year. So prayer for that. And then defensively, put pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Like I know it's 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers, right? It's not 28-year-old Aaron Rodgers anymore. Like you can, if you can get to him, and the Steelers tackles are not good, force them to run the ball. Like you kind of said earlier, shorten the game and see where you can go from there. Who are you picking?
I'm going Patriots.
I'm also going Patriots. So there you go. I believe. I might leave because they don't have Bill Belichick anymore. Rams Eagles. I'm surprised this is an early game. This screams America's Game of the Week, especially when you look at what America's Game of the Week actually is. How did that happen? But anyways, Rams Eagles. I'll go with the Rams here. Let's have some fun. Rams. Okay. So last year, both losses to the Eagles were because Saquon Barkley absolutely throttled you on the ground. You literally could not stop him to save your life. Cannot be letting that happen again. So make sure you buckle up on defense, buckle up your chin straps, linebackers, be prepared, shoot the gaps. You might get beat every now and again, but you're going to Saquon Barkley, but you're going to get beat every now and again. Do not be playing softs. Philadelphia, especially at the start of this year, has not been airing it out a lot with this new OC. So I'm not even ready to consider Jalen Hurts like a threat in the air at the moment. It's mostly going to be on the ground how Philadelphia is going to beat you. And granted, they're going to do a good job of that. You have a really, really strong defensive line there in LA, so take advantage of that. It's strength on strength here. Rams D line versus Eagles O line, strength on strength. So just try to win more battles than you lose there. You're going to lose some, but you're going to win some. Try to win more than you lose. And then offensively, Eagles defense is good, but I feel like, especially like the Cowboys in the first half, of their week 1 game, like there are opportunities to make plays on this defense. I think especially out in space. I don't think their secondary is great with tackling, so that screams Puka Nacua bubble screen that he can take a while. So get him involved in the quick passing game, screen game, and then see where you can go from there.
For the Eagles, don't line up offsides from the tush push.
Yeah, they're watching now. They're
going to be on that with a freaking magnifying glass. It's like the Key and Peele sketch with the Michael Bennett celebration, and the ref is like his face is right next to the crotch. You know that one?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like that for the offsides. They're going to be looking for that. Have the running game going, right? But don't be afraid. I think it's time for a curveball. Let Jalen rip it a little bit, maybe. See what he's got. See if they're going to be, keying on the run so hard. They lost 2 games because Saquon was insane against them. Tells me that they're going to be really working to stop the run. So hit them with some curveballs. Maybe give it a deep shot early. See what happens, right? Defensively, really bracket Puka and Devontae. You got some stud DBs with DeJean and Mitchell. That's gonna be a fun matchup. Limit the damage, and hope the pass rush wakes up. Hope Jalen Carter doesn't spin on Stafford.
Yeah, it's a good way to hurt your game plan early and defensively. Give me the Eagles in this one. I think they'll find a way to cover at home.
I'm taking the Eagles as well.
Bucks Jets. Bucks in the white creamsicles, the white throwbacks that they'll also be wearing in Seattle in a few weeks. Taking on the Jets. Bucks 6.5 point favorites. He won in this one.
Give me the creamsicles, man.
All right, go ahead.
What are the Jets good at? Because it's gonna be freaking Tyrod,
Yeah.
which is hilarious, honestly. Oh yeah, I know what it is. Stop Brees Hall. Have Vita Vea clog that bad boy up.
Yeah.
Stop the run game. That's where they really hurt the Steelers. That's what the run
Mhm.
game. Get ahead early. I know you're gonna have to protect. They got a pretty decent front seven. So you have to protect with a banged up O line. So have Baker on the move probably. Lots of boots, lots of movers, lots of keepers. And give him some up the run game. Lucky Irving, baby.
Yeah. For the Jets, pray. No, but seriously, yeah, Tyrod being out there is, that's really bad.
In the year of our Lord 2025.
Yeah, right. I mean, the Jets' offense so far, the good moments have come from Justin Fields just doing from the Himasons.
Lasted a week.
It lasted a week. But hey, as soon as it ended, so the Jets' offensive success. So there you go. No, Brees Hall has been with Justin Fields, outside Justin Fields week 1, Brees Hall has been the bright spot with the Jets so far. Cannot say that, and I just realized I'm late on the banners here again. Cannot say that about the Jets defense, which has been really bad. And this is definitely a weakness on strength with Tampa Bay, because Tampa Bay's offense can light it up at will when they want to. I will say early in the year, they have not been doing that quite as much, especially for what their potential should be. A lot of that's offensive line injuries, of course. But I think if they're ever going to get it off, this should be the week at home, and the creamsicles vibes are going to be high. But I have to argue in favor of the Jets here. So how are they going to beat you? You gotta keep the offense. You gotta keep the Bucs offense in front of you. You can't let them get anything deep on you. You can't let them get chunk plays or explosive plays. You gotta force them into third and medium, third and long, and help Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald can get home a little bit as pass rushers. Which that was one thing what Houston had success on defending was Will Anderson being able to get after Baker. So if you're going to win on defense, it's going to be your pass rush, finding a way to make these Bucs backup tackles pay. And then offensively, the Bucs defense, they've been solid through the first few weeks, but still nothing like that. That was definitely the weak point of their team last year, and it's not anything that I think goes away overnight. I haven't done a ton on that side of the ball personnel wise to change it over. So, just try to keep playing your game. Give let Tyrod maybe take the wheel of what Fields was doing in week 1, and see if you can get that back a little bit against a weaker defense. Although Buffalo's defense isn't necessarily great either, and they really struggle with that. So there's me trying to come up with a way the Jets win this game. But you're picking first.
It's gonna be hot in Tampa. They're gonna be wearing green or black. Give me the Bucs.
I agree. Yeah. Jets without Field. I mean, not the Field is great, but especially without Field, there's not a lot of hope there. Geno Smith versus Marcus Mariota in the year of our Lord 2025. Crazy. Washington 3.5 home.
That would have been a crazy college football matchup.
It really would have been. Yeah. 3.5 points. Man, can you imagine the points in that game?
Imagine telling that to people in 2012.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They'd be like, they probably have a couple Super Bowls by now.
Oh yeah, no. If you told someone in 2012 that Geno Smith and Marcus Mariota are still playing in the NFL in 2025, they would have been like, "Yeah, was there ever any doubt?"
Yeah, like how many Super Bowls do each of them have?
Yeah, right. So let's see.
Is it my pick or your pick?
No, I think it's my pick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my pick. Yeah, I'll take I'll let you get Pete and the boys.
Thank
I'll
you. I
take
appreciate
Washington
that.
here. Yeah. Um, for Washington. So obviously your game plan gets muddled without Daniels because he's able to cover up a lot. So you're working
Oh
with
yeah.
Marcus Mariota and Cliff Kingsbury here. Cliff, this is your moment to shine, man. This is your head coaching trap. You don't have Jay Daniels right now. If you're going to get back into head coaching next year, if you want to, you might not want to, your credit, but if you want to, this is your tryout right here because you're going up against a pretty good Raiders defense, and you're working with your backup quarterback. How are you going to win this game? A, work the middle a little bit. I think the Raiders linebackers don't inspire a ton of confidence in me. No offense to Bengals great Jermaine Pratt. Do not inspire a ton of confidence in me. So work the middle. Get Debo Samuel involved early and often on the underneath game and see if he can turn up field. He's been good to start the year actually. So get him involved early. Get Krosky Merritt involved in this passing game as well. Now that Eckler's out, he's got to be your primary third down back. So let him make some plays. I'm not saying that because my fantasy team either. Let him make plays. Also, let Krosky Merritt. Yeah. Um, where else? Where else do I want to go with this? Defensively, I mean, Geno Smith's going to struggle with anything over 10 yards by the sounds of it. So, Dan Quinn, put some pressure on him, especially when if you can get him into second and long, third and long, and have to make him beat you with his arm deep. Stuff might work out for you. Yeah, that's how Washington wins.
This is going to be a fun matchup. I would say, get up early, right? You're facing a backup quarterback, you want to overwhelm them, right? And that's the biggest thing. So you want to get up early, big deep shot for Gino. But once you get up early, slow it down. Make them lose the will. Make them lose confidence. Pound Janty. Use the tight ends in the play action game and block them up. And then get after Mariota with a pretty solid defensive line, right? I think that's the best part of their defense right now. Of course, you got Max Crosby, right? So get up early and then slow it down. Play some old school ball there. I think he has a pretty good record versus Dan Quinn. Fun little pupil mentor.
Yeah, I didn't even think about this. Is Dan Quinn versus Pete Carroll. That's a good call out. I didn't even think about that. Give me Vegas in this one. I just think the loss of Daniels is a little too much to overcome for Washington, and I'm getting points with Vegas. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Vegas too. Yeah, I like the points. Backup versus starter.
Yeah. All right, Atlanta, Carolina. Atlanta 5.5-point road favorites going to Charlotte. Who you want?
You know what I want.
Oh yeah, I know who you want. All right, go ahead.
Air it out, baby. Let Penix rip it. Let Penix cook. You're the better team. Don't freaking lose to them again. I would swear. I would be so pissed. Cover up T Mac. Put AJ Terrell on T Mac. That'll be a really fun matchup. Get after Bryce. I think Robert Hunt is Moten and Hunt, I think, are hurt right now. So it's a weakened Panthers O line too. Yes. So there's gonna be some deep drops. Get after him. Let Penix rip it, man. That's all I want. That's not really a game plan, but what my heart wants.
Yeah. Let my heart soar. For Carolina, it's going to be tough to protect Bryce with how your offense line's banged up right now. But you got to try. That's really the only hope. If you give Bryce time, he has been showing that he's still his strength in college was his processing, and it's still there in the NFL. He just needs to trust his eyes, I think, at this point, which I think he's getting better at that. But their pass protection without Hunt and Luce is going to be real tough. Now, granted, those are your guards, and Atlanta's strength is their edge rushers, so that helps a little bit, but it's still going to be tough. Let's be real. You're at home. Atlanta, their defense in general is playing really good football right now. So offensively, you're just have to have hopefully Bryce Trusts his eyes, processes, gets the ball out quickly to avoid the pass rush, and then defensively force Penix into mistakes. I think he's still prone to that every now and again. Force his teammates to carry him a little bit because they seem to be unable to do that. Yeah, that's how Carolina wins it. Who you picking?
ATL, baby. The A-Town swag, as they say.
Yeah. Man, I started getting into, we're getting all these differences, and now we've been shocked the past couple. Houston, Jayville. Houston, 1.5 point. Or sorry, Jacksonville, 1.5 point home favorites. I'll take the Jaguars in this one just because I watched them. How Jacksonville wins this? So they got a good pass rush, and I think that's going to definitely cause some problems for Houston, given the weaknesses on that team is, again, the pass rush. So, get home, get Trevon Walker, get Josh Hines-Allen, get them involved, and just have them blow up plays because they can also blow up screen plays. Like they're just really well-rounded edge rushers in general, both of them. So, let the interior as well with Eric Armstead. He had a pretty good game on Sunday as well, which it's the Bengals offensive line, so don't give him too much credit. But he looked good as well. Let their defensive line just take over the game as much as you can. Their secondary might struggle a little bit. Tyson Campbell looked rough, and offensively, and Travis Hunter didn't get a ton of run on defense, more than he did in week 1, but not a ton. Let those guys make plays. Let those guys make plays as much as you can. Offensively for Jacksonville, your offensive line is not great. So Trevor's going to have to get the ball out quickly. Make this a Travis Etienne game. Bajal Tootin also looked really, really good last week. So try to get them the ball out in perimeter, out in space. So maybe even throw a couple wide receiver screens, but out of like trips or box sets to try to get more blockers out in front, and maybe it's even ETN or Tootin catching that instead of a receiver. So just anything to get ETN and Tootin working out in space was pretty successful in week 2. So more of that, and anything that can help negate Houston's pass rush because it's very, very good.
I don't know, man. Both of these quarterbacks infuriate me.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, shoot! I just totally blanked. Which team was that again?
You're trying to convince me on Houston here.
Yeah, that's right. I'm so nervous about that pass rush. If I'm Houston, because it's not like you can roll away from one of them, or it's all going to be pocket game, right? I mean, you really gotta build that pocket, especially in the interior, right? CJ Stroud has got to be fearless inside. Quick game is going to be big, especially over the middle. I mean, that's a lost start these days. I want to see that. I know CJ can do it. I know he has this arm, the mind. He can run that quick game. I think running game is always important to stop the pass rush. I think the screen game is always important to stop the pass rush. I mean, once they're off balance, then you hit them with the deep ball, right? Then with the left, then with the right. On defense, just, keep getting in Trevor Lawrence's head. He's kind of pouty right now. Will Anderson, Derek Stingley have a big game this week. This is an important game for you guys. Divisional. Get in his head, and I'm sure you guys know how to do it. What is your pick, Bo?
Houston. I have no faith in Trevor Lawrence.
I also have more faith in CJ than Trevor to not brush his coach off.
Yeah.
Denver Chargers. I would like. I'll go with the Chargers.
All right, go ahead.
You're going up against a ferocious defense, so it fits you pretty well, right? To just stick with the ground and pound. But I mean, Greg Roman might have found a passing game. For all the talk of how shitty the Chargers' weapons are. I mean, Allen and Ladd have been playing pretty well. Even Keenan Allen with this weird fucked up shoulder. On defense, you got one of the best DCs in the game. Beau has really been struggling. Mixed it up on him. Really mixed it up on him. I mean, the Chargers defense been playing great lately, so keep it up.
Yeah, for Denver, pass protection is going to help you out. And I think Khalil Mack being out is going to help you out as well. So, Beau's going to have time, but he at the end of the day, he needs to make the right decisions. I don't think the Chargers defense, for as good as it is, isn't quite as complicated as the Lou Anarumo Colts defense is. So, trust your eyes, man. Trust your eyes. Play like rookie Beau. That's how you're going to win this game offensively. Defensively, the Chargers offense is off to a really, really hot start this year, although the Raiders showed us that a good pass rush can start to affect Herbert as it did on Monday night. The Raiders, started to affect Herbert on Monday night. So let Nick Bonito get home, make Herbert hold the ball, and then keep a linebacker in to help with the spy as well. Because Herbert can take off. Greenlaw being out for a while is going to hurt here. Your other linebackers are not very good, but just keep one of them in, or even bring Brandon. How am I blanking on his name? Safety, Texas guy, drafted by the Dolphins. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh gosh. I'm totally blanking here.
It's going to drive me crazy that I don't know.
I know. I get that same thing. It's like when you have that tip of your tongue.
Brandon Jones.
Yep.
Yeah, bring him down. Let Skinner and Hufanga operate, or even put Hufanga at that spy backer kind of. Who you picking this one?
I'm going Chargers. I'm riding the hot hand.
Yeah, me too.
And not riding the not so hot hand.
Right. Yeah. Herbert versus Beau. We'll pick the Oregon quarterback. All right. I'm obviously going to let you get the Seahawks, but I'll go Saints first. How does Saints win this game? So this is in Seattle. So already a tough environment to play in. Rattler's gonna be rattled. It's a tough spot, especially the Seahawks defense being what it is. Saints offensive line struggling early in the season. It's a tough pull for them. It's a tough go. Try and make it work. Try to make it work. Pray. That's your. No, I think if you get the ball out to Kamara in space, hope he can make some guys miss and go from there. That's offensively. That's the hope. Defensively, try to confuse Darnold. Brandon Staley's the DC there. That's not great. But try to confuse Darnold. I'm seeing ghosts. That I know I'm just going to go back to that every single time I have to argue how the Seahawks are going to lose. Make Darnold see ghosts. Niners.
It's not
Niners
October yet. It's not October yet.
That's true.
It's Halloween.
That's true. Not spooky season. So as Niners kind of gave the blueprint here as far as kind of creating havoc in the pocket for the Seahawks. That's how you're going to kind of slow them down offensively. So Saints don't have the pass rushers the Niners do. So you're gonna have to get creative with your blitz packages, get exotic a little bit, but hope you can rattle them a little bit. How do the Seahawks win with a 7.5 point spread?
So continue with the progress on offense, right? Continue that progress, getting more understanding, more play action. Keep that running game going. Get Robbie Oots a touchdown, please. I want it so bad. On defense, make Rattler see ghosts, but maybe you don't need to with that four-man rush doing. I wonder how it is for Mike McDonald. Seeing his four-man rush do so great. It's like, I want to do more. I want to do more. I wonder how that is for him. But I bet he's like, oh, if I get a 4-man rush, I'm happy. Keep getting after it. That's a banged up O line, but they still got weapons to worry about. You still got to worry about Olave. You still got to worry about Kamara. Kamara's still Kamara, and you still got to worry about Rashid Shaheed, who's just a burner, right? Hopefully, you got Spoon back. That'll definitely alleviate some issues. But get after Rattler. It's gonna be a loud environment.
Definitely. Yeah, give me Seahawks.
I'm not yet comfortable enough for a 7.5 point spread. Give me the Saints.
Wow. Alrighty. Chicago, Dallas. Who you want?
Give me the Bears.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
Have Caleb playing structure. Have Caleb not get overwhelmed. Have a great plan for Caleb, right? You're playing a team that's on your level. Hopefully rebound. Hopefully his head's not just out of it after just getting whipped like that, right? You have the pieces there. Put it together. Put it together for Caleb. And then on defense, have the clamps on. You got some awesome DBs. Coach them up, have them play like they should be.
Yep. For the Cowboys here, show up. No, I'm just kidding. No, for the Cowboys, Bears defense without Jalen Johnson was rough in week 1. So Dak, you should be seeing you should be seeing dollar signs in front of you right now, with all the opportunities that are going to be there for you in this offense. CD, get open. You're going to have plenty of opportunities to get open. So take advantage of those. See if you can make a guy in the secondary miss, and you might be able to go all the way. Because holy cow, this Bears defense sucks at tackling in space. Defensively, just try to make Caleb play hero ball. When he's operating within the Ben Johnson offense, he can do okay. But the second that things go a little off path, he's like, "Oh, I gotta be Superman out there," and it very rarely works. So Cowboys just try to rattle them a little bit, get home on the weaker Bears offensive line. Not as weak as last year, but still relatively weak. And just try to make them pay. Who you got?
I think I'm gonna go Dallas here.
I'm agreeing. I'm like, I get Dallas with points. Like, come on, this is too easy.
I don't know what the odds makers are seeing there.
Yeah, Arizona, San Francisco. I'll take the Cards in this one. I'll take the hometown team. So how the Cardinals are going to beat the San Francisco 49ers? A, do not stay in the pocket, Kyler. I know everyone wants to see you develop as a pocket passer in this one. How the Niners lose it, or how the Niners win this game, is Nick Bosa dominating. So don't let him dominate. Jonah Williams, as much as I've, bagged him in the past, he's had a very good start to the season. So keep that up. Keep that alive. Don't put him in one-on-one pass rushing situations against Nick Bosa as much as you can possibly help it. Get Kyler out in space, get him moving, get him operating outside the pocket, or at least move the pocket a little bit. That way, he's not going to get run over by Nick Bosa, because there's always a good chance that could happen. I think the Niners secondary, you can make plays on that secondary, especially the Cardinals receivers who've had a good start to the season, Harrison and Wilson. So just keep that alive. James Conner, too, also has had a really good start to the season. So keep the offense line. And then defensively, it's McCorkle. It might be Purdy, but it sounds like it's going to be McCorkle. Turn him into New England McCorkle, See if Calais Campbell, the ageless wonder, can get home from the interior. The Niners offensive line can, still be had, especially by a pass rush with Calais Campbell, Josh Sweat, Baron Brown, and guys like that. Just try to throw him off. Don't let him just operate the Shanahan system like he was always born to do. Make him think a little bit, make him operate outside of structure a little bit, and get home.
So on defense, you want to make Kyler do Kyler things. I say that a lot when I talk about the Cardinals, right? Make Kyler do Kyler things. You do that with your pass rush. Unleash Nick Bosa. On offense, you really got to be in the film room this week. They run a really funky defense down in Arizona. Probably number 2 behind Flores. A lot of 3 safety looks. Buda's their adjuster. Buda's the one who makes it kick. So always have eyes on Buda. Keep it simple for Mac. Keep it simple for Mac. Rip it. Hit checkdowns. I'm going to take the Cards. I don't trust Mac against a complex defense.
I'm also going Cards. 3-0 Arizona Cardinals hosting the Seahawks in
I've seen that story before.
All right, Giants, Chiefs. Who you want?
I'll take the Giants. My boy Russ.
Right. Go ahead.
Have Russ move around. Have Russ tire out Chris Jones. And don't have, what's his name, do stupid penalties again. I don't know if Andrew Thomas is back or not. Is he?
Oh, James Hudson, yeah.
Is Andrew Thomas back?
I don't think so. I think he's got a pretty serious injury.
It'll be funny if they start James Hudson.
Yeah.
Go for the kill. That's what Russ was best at. Stepping up in big games against good opponents. Went for the kill. I love Malik Neighbors against this defense. I think he can get open. On defense, harass Mahomes as much as you can. Unlock that pass rush. We haven't seen it yet. We really haven't seen that pass rush take steps. They gave up, 41 to the Cowboys? It's got to be better than that.
40, but yeah.
Unlock the pass rush. Unlock them. Please. It can be so good. If you can get after Pat like that, especially with the edge players against their weak tackles, I think you can pull it off.
Oh, the Chiefs. So yes, no, they definitely the tackles have been disappointing to start the year. So Chiefs offensive line has to be better. They're picking up where they left off in the Super Bowl last year, which was bad. And one thing, to Joe Burrow's credit and Mahomes' discredit, which I always love, Mahomes, whenever he has a bad offensive line, is not great. Burrow, whenever he has bad offensive line, he lives that way. So, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but for the Chiefs here, I mean, come on, guys. This is 0-2. It's getting a little bit ridiculous. You gotta hope Xavier Worthy's back for one. Obviously the offense has been stunted without him out there. It's been stunted without Rice out there. So it's for those reasons you gotta see the full litany package here. But you also gotta work with what you got. So you gotta get Tyquan Thornton involved. You gotta get Travis Kelce involved, which is funny to say that as if it's I guess you gotta get Travis Kelce involved. It's funny how far he's fallen off, but he's been bad to start the year. At the end of the day, it's you're the Kansas City freaking Chiefs. You are a massive coaching advantage on both sides of the ball here. Let Spags just absolutely let Russ live in hell. Spags has not had a great defense in general, hasn't had a great start to this season either, actually. So, and that was the strength of their team last year. So that's a big part of it as well. Get back to Chiefs football, guys. I mean, come on. It's just both sides of the ball are playing like shit right now. You can make the argument they played the Chargers and Eagles. And yes. But there's players on the Giants and their defensive line. Malik Neighbors. You can't roll out your helmet and think you're gonna win this game. That's a big thing. And I don't think Mahomes will. I think there are some people, I think there are fans online definitely that think that's the case. So at the end of the day, play your game, get the ball out quick. Don't let their defense line beat you because they do have an advantage on your own line. Don't let them beat you. Get the ball out quick. Let the playmakers do something. Let Mahomes do some crazy stuff. Move the pocket so that he, can't escape the pass rush. Let him work with his feet a little bit because he's been doing a good job of that when he's gotten the opportunity this year. And ultimately, just win that freaking football, guys. Anyways, who are you picking?
I'm going to go Chiefs. I think they're going to be really pissed off being 0-2.
I know. Part of me is the Chiefs never cover, and 6.5 is a lot. But another part of me is 0-2. We've never seen an 0-2 Chiefs team. in the Mahomes era. So I don't think they'll let that continue. All right, finally, Ravens-Lions. Ravens 4.5-point faves here. I'll take Detroit. Detroit. Of course I
All
will.
right.
For Detroit, I think the Ravens defense can be had. Honestly, I think a big part of the reason that the Browns offense struggled so much against them is it was the Browns offense. The Bills offense was able to do basically whatever they wanted in the fourth quarter of that game. I think for as much hype as the Ravens defense was starting to get towards the back half of last year and pretty much all through the offseason, their secondary still has some struggle points. I think especially over the middle. I think Roquan Smith is fat and slow now, so you can take advantage of that. If there's one thing a Detroit offense loves, it's working stuff over the middle. So you can take advantage of that. Get JMO open in space. Get Jahmyr Gibbs in space. Get easy stuff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let him make a couple guys miss. Just don't let Goff stand in the pocket for too long, and let Van Noy's out for a bit, but let the pass rushers get to him. Try to force their slow linebackers and their secondary to come up and attack you. And then defensively, that's tough. Dealing with the Ravens offense is always going to be hard. But especially the way the Lions defense has started the year, it's not great. Their pass rush though can make plays, and I think the Ravens offensive line. It's actually funny. The beginning of last year, the Ravens defense and offensive line sucked, and it's kind of been their defense and offensive line have sucked so far this year too. So that's how you're going to beat them. Let Hutchinson, Davenport, all the pass rushers, let them get home. Force Lamar into holding the ball for a little bit longer. You've got athletic linebackers, so keep a spy in there so that someone can force him off his spot, and not just let him run for 26 yards every single time. That he doesn't like what he sees down the field. That's the hope. That's the hope.
I mean, here's the biggest issue, right? The number one issue is always going to be NFC teams playing Lamar. They just don't play him very often. There's no good way. Like, honestly, probably the best person to be a scout Lamar Jackson in the in a practice is probably Damon Williams. It's so hard to replicate that movement, that speed, that arm. It's so hard to prepare for. That's already, so you're going to be using a lot of Lamar this game, right? You're going to use a lot of Lamar QB keepers this game. You're going to have him on the move. You're going to have him dance around. You're going to have him confusing the defense. That's what you got to do there. On defense, stop the run, clamp Amon-Ra, and have a guy up deep for a JMO ball. That's basically what you got to do. Got to stop the run game to force Jared Goff to be a drop back passer. I think that's his weakest point, right? Is when he's behind the sticks, not playing in structure. Force third and long, second and long. I think he can be pretty good. Get sacks. Tough task against that O-line, though. Tough task.
Definitely. All right. For my pick, I'm going Baltimore. It's kind of like you said, NFC teams just do not play Lamar well at all.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we're chalky today, man. I'm taking Baltimore too.
There you go. We have 3 differences, and 2 of those differences are you picking my team and I'm picking your team. So I think we both kind of hope
that's pretty funny. Yeah, a little reverse jinxes.
Yeah, we're both trying to reverse jinx. But all right, my friend, we are almost 2.5 hours, so I think it's about time for us to sign
really
off.
2.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were cooking though. We were cooking. That was a good 2.5. That's it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. Next time we talk, we will have college football week 4 and NFL week 3 in the books. So lots to talk about. Crazy. We're already almost like a third of the way through the college football regular season. That's scary to think about. No, not quite a third. Not quite a
bye week. We have bye weeks.
Yeah. So, all right. Any closing thoughts, Mr. Jokinen?
If one of us reverse jinx each other, all of us reverse jinx each other. If one of us look like, all of us look like. If one of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Drive safe, folks.